I should have known this information before starting to study art. I spent many years copying nature by drawing. I studied in a wonderful school such as Florence Academy and Accademia delle Belle Arti in Florence, but still nobody told me that exists one way to improve my drawing and consequently my paintings tremendously and quickly. And today I will reveal the tip that if you apply it, you can change drastically right now the level of your painting. But before starting, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and do not forget to activate the bell. Another thing essential when I decide to become a professional painter is to be ready to spend my time on it. There is not half measure. I cannot say I paint, but I don't challenge myself. If I'm stingy, if every time I'm going to prepare a new project, my attention goes, oh, I may spend less as much I can on my paint colors to save money. Every time I go to the art shop, I buy cheap materials and canvas. What kind of behavior I will have when I paint? Okay, I will give you the answer about these questions at the end of the time lapse. I hope that you enjoy, and if you have some questions about the painting that I'm going to do, please leave me a comment here below the video. Okay, a difficulty I found in painting this portrait was keeping the midtones of the skin very high, and I can guarantee you that it is not easy to paint like this. It is not easy because there are not shortcuts. I can't use the shadow shapes as a trick to create contrast and paint less details. I don't have a black background that helps me bring out the light of the models. All shapes of the bones are not precise because I don't have strong contrast of shadow, and the model has not sharp angles in the face. What was the right recipe to overtake a project like this? For sure, I start to think about the shape of the anatomy of the face profoundly. I analyzed all shapes as a countryside landscape with hills and valleys. And even if I saw some shadows before painting, I asked myself what I was looking for. The idea of 3D still presented in my mind until the end of every session. When I was convinced of my way, I laid down the brushstrokes. Furthermore, it is necessary to learn how to be able to repeat the same colors that I have already painted. Do you know at what level are you? In a modern art, the training to become a figurative painter has an unconventional teaching method, and it is acceptable for some students, but not for everyone. This method emphasizes the student's personality and guides you through figuring out your style instead of highlighting mistakes as in a traditional technique system. This approach to art aims more to give the students confidence and motivate him to find his way to solve artistic problems, including drawing proportion and colors. Therefore, the role of the teacher is to guide and not to judge. Mistakes do not exist because there are opportunities to express oneself and find a compelling and modern style. In this logic, Some students can remain imprisoned in a world that does not belong. They have a different form of mind and would need a more classical path divided in 3 phases: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. In the modern method, these 3 stages are mixed. For this reason, a beginner can be catapulted into an advanced process, causing so much frustration because despite being good with colors, he cannot understand why there is always something wrong in his paintings, and he cannot find an explanation. Okay, you can enjoy of my time-lapse demonstration. I'm going to finish my speech and I will give you the answers at the end of the video. And in the meantime, please subscribe at my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything to you, but it will be a great support for my work. Thank you so much. Before deciding to learn art, you should ask yourself what kind of artist you would like to become. Because if you expect to be a modern painter, it is acceptable to study portraits in a contemporary method. But if you would be a classical or realistic painter, you must figure out some school or atelier who can offer traditional training. And believe me, sometimes it is not obvious. There are many misunderstandings in the world of modern art. To avoid losing many years in confusing training where all levels are mixed, you must understand that the best way to learn classical painting is to respect 3 levels of learning. As already said before, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And do not jump in a non-appropriate stage. Also, the teacher should give severe critiques in drawing rather than just encouraging the students to express themselves. I know it's not pleasant to hear the teacher complains about drawing and proportion every day, but if you want to improve your painting, you must listen the advice of the teachers and do what he says. Do not believe in illusion. Often the mind can make feel that the level of the drawing is sufficient, but how to understand at what level I am? Okay, take a white page of paper and take a drawing of eye from BAMS. I will provide you the link below. Look at the picture 2 minutes. After that, turn it to the board and try to draw the memory of the eye still inside your mind. Then you will see your level of knowledge. Repeat the process until the end of the page. In conclusion, you should be able to draw your eye with your memory because you have absorbed its structure profoundly that you will never forget. Do the same for all face, nose, lips, hair, and body parts. If you want to see in a practical way how you should do this exercise, consider to subscribe at my Patreon page because I will give you as an exercise some special drawings that I did for you and you can copy them. Let me answer at the previous question. So I will have a bad result if I'm stinging in art materials. Furthermore, I will suffer during the blending technique because the paste of colors is not consistent enough. And also my colors will change once they become dry. This idea to save money will be even in thoughts, and if you do not give all yourself when you paint, you will not reach high quality level of painting. In other words, don't forget to be generous with art and art will be generous with you. Okay, we are at the end of the video. I hope that you are happy, and I will give you the link of my website just in case if you are interested to buy the painting. Okay, see you soon at the next painting demonstration.